This is Dr. Creepshow with another creepy tale. My cousin Marcus died 3 weeks ago. The police say it was suicide. They found him in the woods behind his apartment complex. Throat cut, no weapon nearby, case closed. But I know Marcus. I knew Marcus, and there is no way he did that to himself. Let me tell you what really happened, because someone needs to know the truth. It started about 2 months ago. Marcus was obsessed with this app called Randonautica. You probably heard of it. It is supposed to use quantum randomization to send you to random coordinates. People use it to find weird stuff, strange places. Supposedly, it taps into your intentions and manifests locations based on what you are thinking about. Marcus thought it was cool. He was always into stuff like that. Urban exploration, abandoned buildings, weird internet challenges. He was not scared of anything. So one Saturday night, him and his boys decided to try it out. They were drinking, having a good time. They opened the app and set their intention. Marcus said they were joking around. They set the intention as, show us something we are not supposed to see. The app gave them coordinates, an old abandoned warehouse about 20 minutes outside the city. They thought it was perfect. So they drove out there, middle of the night. No lights, just their phones and a couple flashlights. Marcus said when they got there, the place was empty. Completely empty. Just broken windows, graffiti on the walls. Nothing special. They walked around for maybe 15 minutes, took some pictures, made some videos for social media, then they left. He said it was boring. Nothing happened. They laughed about it on the way home, said the app was fake. But 3 days later, Marcus called me. It was late, maybe 1 in the morning. He sounded off, not scared exactly, just confused. He said, "Yo, I keep seeing this dude." I asked him what he meant. He said for the past 2 days, he kept seeing the same man. Everywhere he went. At the gas station, outside his job, standing across the street from his apartment. I said maybe it is just someone who lives in the area. He said no. This man does not move. He just stands there and stares directly at him. Marcus described him, tall, maybe 6'3" or 6'4", wearing a dark hoodie. The hood is always up. He never sees his face clearly, just darkness where his face should be. I told him he was probably just tired, working too much, stressed out. Marcus had a baby on the way. His girlfriend Keisha was 7 months pregnant. He was working overtime, saving money, trying to get everything ready. He was excited about being a father, talked about it all the time, bought baby clothes, set up the nursery. He was happy, more happy than I had seen him in years. So when people say he killed himself, I know that is a lie. Marcus had everything to live for, but he kept seeing this man. He said the weird part was that nobody else could see him. He would point him out to his coworkers. They would look. Nothing there. He would tell Keisha. She would look out the window. Empty street. But Marcus saw him every single time. One time, Marcus was at the grocery store. He saw the man standing at the end of the aisle, just standing there, staring. Marcus blinked. The man was gone. He walked to where the man was standing. Nothing. But when he turned around, the man was at the other end of the aisle now. Marcus said it was like the man was always just out of reach, but always watching. He started taking pictures, trying to prove he was not crazy. But every picture came out blurry, or the man would not be there in the photo, even though Marcus was looking right at him when he took it. That was when Marcus started thinking about Randonautica. He remembered that night at the warehouse. He told me, "What if we brought something back with us? What if something followed us?" I did not believe him. I thought he was letting the stress get to him. I told him to take a few days off work. Rest. Spend time with Keisha and the baby. But Marcus was convinced. He said this thing only appeared to him. not his friends who went to the warehouse, just him. He said maybe because he was the one who opened the app. He was the one who set the intention. He started researching online, found stories about people using Randonautica and having things follow them home, seeing figures, hearing voices. Some people said you are not supposed to set negative intentions, that the app can open doors to things you do not want to find. Marcus said he should have never said, "Show us something we are not supposed to see," because now something was showing itself to him. 2 weeks before he died, Marcus called me again. This time he sounded scared. Really scared. He said the man was getting closer. Before, the man would stand across the street, far away. Now he was standing right outside Marcus's apartment building, in the parking lot, 10 feet from his car. Marcus said he tried to confront him once, walked straight toward him. The man did not move, did not react. Marcus got within 5 feet. He said he could not see a face, just shadow, like the hoodie was empty. He said he asked, "What do you want from me?" No response. The man just stood there. Marcus said he reached out to touch him. His hand went right through, like touching smoke, and then the man was gone, vanished. But when Marcus turned around, the man was standing behind his car, watching. Marcus said that was when he knew this was not a person. This was something else. He tried everything. He went to his church, talked to his pastor, got prayers, bought sage, burned it in his apartment, wore a cross. Nothing worked. The man kept appearing. Marcus stopped going out alone. He would ask Keisha or his friends to go places with him, just so he would not be by himself. But even when people were with him, he still saw the man, standing in the background watching. He told Keisha everything. She believed him. She saw how terrified he was. She wanted him to see a doctor, maybe a therapist. But Marcus refused. He said a therapist would not believe him, would just put him on medication. He said this was real. 3 days before he died, Marcus called me at 2 a.m. He was whispering. He said, "He is outside my window right now." Marcus lived on the 3rd floor. There is no balcony, no fire escape, nothing outside that window except a 30-foot drop. But Marcus said the man was there, hovering, face pressed against the glass, staring inside. I told Marcus to call the police, he said. And tell them what? That a ghost is floating outside my window? They will think I am crazy. I stayed on the phone with him for an hour. He said the man never moved, just stared. Eventually, Marcus said he could not take it anymore. He closed the curtains, went to sleep in the living room. The next day, he texted me, said the man was gone, but he did not feel relieved. He said it felt like something changed, like the man was not just watching anymore. He was waiting for something. That was the last time I talked to Marcus. 2 days later, he did not show up to work. Keisha called me, said she had not heard from him since the night before. His phone was going straight to voicemail. His car was in the parking lot, but he was not in the apartment. We called the police, filed a missing person report. They did not take it seriously at first, said he probably just needed space, told us to wait 24 hours. But Keisha knew something was wrong. So did I. That afternoon, someone found him, a jogger running on the trail behind the apartment complex. Marcus was in the woods, about 100 yards off the path. His throat was cut, deep, clean, no hesitation marks, no defensive wounds. His phone was in his pocket, wallet still in his jeans, gold chain still around his neck, keys in his hand. Nothing was taken. Police said it was a robbery gone wrong, but what kind of robbery leaves the wallet and the chain? Then they changed their story, said it was suicide, that Marcus must have walked into those woods and done it himself. But there was no weapon, no knife, nothing. They said he must have thrown it or hidden it. They searched the area, never found anything. And here is the part that nobody wants to talk about. Marcus's phone was still on when they found him. He had started a voice recording. 7 minutes and 43 seconds. The police listened to it. Then they sealed it, said it was evidence, would not let the family hear it. But Marcus's friend Devin works at the police station. He made a copy before they locked it down. He let me listen to it once. Just once. Then he deleted it. Said he did not want that on his phone. I am going to tell you what I heard. The first 30 seconds is just breathing. Heavy. Like Marcus was running. You can hear branches breaking. Footsteps on leaves. He was moving fast. Then Marcus's voice. Why are you following me? What do you want? Silence. More footsteps. Then Marcus again, louder. I said, what do you want? Leave me alone. More silence. Then you hear Marcus stop running. He is breathing hard, trying to catch his breath. He says, how are you doing this? You are not real. You cannot be real. Pause. Then Marcus says something that made my blood run cold. He says, why do you look like that? What did he see? What was he looking at? Then you hear something else. A sound? It is hard to describe, like static, but lower, like a hum. It gets louder. And then Marcus screams. Not a scared scream, a confused scream, like he does not understand what is happening. He says, no, no, wait, stop, I did not mean... And then the recording cuts off. That is it. 7 minutes and 43 seconds. That is all we have. The medical examiner said Marcus died from blood loss. The cut was clean. Almost surgical. But there was something else. Something they did not put in the official report. Devin told me. He said there were marks on Marcus's arms, bruises, like someone grabbed him. But the pattern did not make sense. The fingers were too long. The spacing was wrong. They did not include it in the report because they could not explain it. The funeral was 2 weeks ago. Keisha is devastated. She had the baby last week. A boy. They were going to name him Marcus Jr. Now she is raising him alone. I think about that night all the time. That night Marcus and his friends used Randonautica. That warehouse. That intention. Show us something we are not supposed to see. Maybe something hurt him. Maybe something answered. And maybe Marcus saw something he was never supposed to see. And it did not want to be seen. I deleted Randonautica from my phone. I told everyone I know to delete it too. Because I do not think Marcus killed himself. I think something followed him home from that warehouse. Something that does not belong in this world. And I think it was waiting. Watching. Until it was ready. I do not know what it was. I do not know why it chose Marcus. But I know he did not walk into those woods by himself. Something took him there. And if you ever use that app, if you ever set an intention like that, just know. You might find something. Or something might find you. And once it sees you, it does not stop watching. Marcus learned that the hard way. This is Dr. Creepshow, and that is my cousin's story. Rest in peace, Marcus. We miss you, man. We miss you so much.